Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We'll continue reading from chapter 6, verse number 37 of the Antilila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mukam Kavati Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamam Vande Shri Gurum Deen Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hariyam Tats. ए मते बारे बारे पलाए धरी आने तबे तांड्र माता कहे तांड्र पिता सने. This became almost a daily affair. Raghunath would run away from home and his father would again bring him back. Then Raghunath Das's mother spoke to his father as follows. Verse 38. Putra Batula Haila Ihaya Rakhaha Bandhiya Tandra Pita Kahe Tare Nirvinna Hena. Our son has become mad, she said, just keep him by binding him with ropes. His father, being very unhappy, replied to her as follows. Verse 39. Indra Sama Aishwarya Stri Apsara Sama E Saba Bandite Narilek Yandra Mana. Raghunath Das, our son, has opulence like Indra, the heavenly king, and his wife is as beautiful as an angel, yet all this could not tie him down his mind. Verse number 40. Dadira Bandhane Tanre Rakhiba Ke Mate Mate Janma Data Pita Nare Prarabdha Khandaite. How then could we keep this boy home by binding him with ropes? It is not possible even for one's father to nullify the reactions of one's past lives, activities. Verse 41. Chaitanya Chandrera Kripa Hanache Inhare Chaitanya Chandrera Batula Ke Rakhite Pare. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has fully bestowed his mercy on him. Who can keep home such a madman of Chaitanya Chandra? Verse 42. तवे रघुनाथ किछु विचारिला मने नित्यानंद गोसानीर पाश चलिला आर दिने. When Raghunath Das considered something in his mind, and the next day he went to Nityananda Gosani. Verse 43. Panihati grame paila prabhura darshana kirtaniya sevak sange ar bahujana. In the village of Panihati, Raghunath Das obtained an interview with Nityanand Prabhu, who was accompanied by many kirtan performers, servants, and others. Verse 44. Ganga tire vrikshamule pindar upare vasiya chena yena koti suryodaya kare. Sitting on a rock under a tree on the bank of the Ganges, Lord Nityananda seemed as effulgent as hundreds of thousands of rising suns. Verse 45. Tale upare bahu bhakta Henache Veshtita Dekhi Prabhura Prabhav Raghunath Vismita. Many devotees sat on the grounds surrounding him. Upon seeing the influence of Nityanand Prabhu, Raghunath Das was astonished. Verse 46. Dandavat Hena Se Padila Ketature Sevak Kahe Raghunath. Dandavat Kare. Raghunath Das offered his obeisances by falling prostrate at a distant place, and the servant of Nityanand Prabhu pointed out, there is Raghunath Das offering you obeisances. Verse 47. Shuni Prabhu kahe chora dili darshana ai aji tor karimu dandana. Hearing this, Lord Nityananda Prabhu said, you are a thief, now you have come to see me. Come here, today I shall punish you. Verse 48. Prabhu bolaya तेन्हो निकटे न करे गमन आकर्षिया तांड्र माथे प्रभु धरिला चरण. The Lord called him, but Raghunath Das did not go near the Lord. Then the Lord forcibly caught him and placed his lotus feet upon Raghunath Das's head. Verse 49. Kautuki Nityananda Sahaje Dayamay Raghunathe Kahe Kichu Hena Sadai. Lord Nityanand was by nature very merciful and funny. Being merciful, he spoke to Raghunath Das as follows. Verse 50. Nikete na aisa chora bhag dure dure aji lag panachi dandimu tumare. You are just like a thief, for instead of coming near, you stay away at a distant place. Now that I have captured you, I shall punish you. Verse 51. Dadhi chida bhakshana karah mor gane shuni anandit haila Raghunath mane. Make a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. Hearing this, Raghunath Das was greatly pleased. Verse 52. Se kshane nij lok pathaila grame bhakshay dravya lok sab gram haite ane. Raghunath Das immediately sent his own men to the village to purchase all kinds of eatables and bring them back. Verse 53. Chida dadhi dugdh sandesh ar chini kala sab dravya anana chodi ke dharila. Raghunath Das brought chipped rice, yogurt, milk, sweet meats, sugar, bananas, and other eatables and placed them all around. Verse 54. Mahotsav naam shuni bharaman sajjana asite lagila lok asankhya ganana. As soon as they heard that the festival was going to be held, all kinds of Brahmins and other gentlemen began to arrive. Thus there were innumerable people. Verse 55. Ar gramantar haite samagri anil shatadui chari holna tanha anaila. Seeing the crowd increasing, Raghunath Das arranged to get more eatables from other villages. He also brought 200 to 400 large round earthen pots. Verse 56. Bada bada mrit kundika anaila panch sate ek vipra prabhu lagi chida bijay tate. He also obtained 5 or 7 especially large earthen pots, and in these pots a Brahman began soaking chipped rice for the satisfaction of Lord Nityananda. Verse 57. Ek thani tapt dugde chida bhijan ardhek chanila dadhi chini kala diya. In one place, chipped rice was soaked in hot milk in each of the large pots. Then half of the rice was mixed with yogurt, sugar, and bananas. Verse 58. Ar ardhek ghana vrita dugdhete chanila chanpa kala chini grita karpura tate dila. The other half was mixed with condensed milk and a special type of banana known as kanpakala. Then sugar, clarified butter, and camphor were added. Verse 59. Duti pari prabhu yati pindate vasila sat kundi vipra tanra agete dharila. After Nityananda Prabhu had changed his cloth for a new one and sat on a raised platform, the Brahman brought before him the 7 huge pots. Verse 60. Chabutara upare yat prabhura nij gane bada bada lok vasila mandali rachane. On that platform, all the most important associates of Lord Sri Nityananda Prabhu, as well as other important men, sat down in a circle around the Lord. Verse 61. Ramadas, Sundaranand Das Gadadhar, Murari Kamalakar, Sadashiv Puranandara. Among them were Ramadas, Sundaranand, Gadadhar Das, Murari, Kamalakar, Sadashiv, and Purandar. Verse 62. Dhananjay, Jagdish, Parmeshwar Das, Mahesh, Gauri Das, Hoda Krishna Das. Dhananjay, Jagdish, Parmeshwar Das, Mahesh, Gauri Das, and Hoda Krishna Das were also there. Verse 63. Udharan Datta Adi Yat Nij Gana Upare Vasila Sab Ke Kare Ganana. Similarly, Udharan Datta Thakur and many other persons associates of the Lord sat on the raised platform with Nityananda Prabhu. No one could count them all. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The devotees mentioned herein are described by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in his Anubhashya For further information, one may consult the following references in the Adi Leela Ramdas, chapter 10, text 116 to 118, chapter 11, text 1316, Sundaranand 11.23, Gadadhar Das 10.53, 11.13 to 15, and 11.17. Murari, the Murari mentioned herein is different from Murari Gupta. His full name is Murari Chaitanya Das, and he is a personal associate of Nityananda Prabhu. Thus, one should consult chapter 7, text 20. Kamalakar 11.24, Sadashiv 11.38, Purandar 11.28, Dhananjay 11.31, Jagdish 11.30, Parameshwar 11.21, Mahesh 11.32, Gauridas 11.26, Hodak Krishnadas 11.47, Udharan Datta Thakur 11.4. Verse 64, Shuni Pandit Bhattacharya Yat Vipra Aila, Manya Kari Prabhu Sabare Upare Vasaila. Hearing about the festival, all kinds of learned scholars, Brahmins and priests went there. Lord Nityananda Prabhu honored them and made them sit on the raised platform with them. Verse 65, Dui Dui Mrit Kundika Sabar Age Dila Eke Dugdha Chida Are Dathi Chida Kaila. Everyone was offered 2 earthen pots. In one was put chipped rice and with condensed milk, and in the other chipped rice with yogurt. Verse 66, Aryata Lok Sab Chautara Talane Mandali Bandhe Vasila Tar Na Haya Ganne. All the other people sat in groups around the platform. No one could count how many people there were. Verse 67, Ekeka Janare Dui Dui Holna Dila Chadi Dadi Chida Dugda Chida Duite Bijaila. Each and every one of them was supplied 2 earthen pots, one of chipped rice soaked in yogurt and the other with chipped rice soaked in condensed milk. Verse 68, Kona Kona Vipra Upare Sthana Pana Dui Holnaya Chida Bijay Ganga Tire Kiya. Some of the Brahmins, not having gotten a place on the platform, went to the bank of the Ganges with their 2 earthen pots and soaked their chipped rice there. Verse 69, Tire Sthana Na Pana Ar Keta Jana Jale Nami Dadhi Chida Karaye Bhakshana. Others who could not get a place even on the bank of the Ganges got down to the river and began eating their 2 kinds of chipped rice. Verse 70, Keha upare keha tale keha ganga tire bish janatena thani pariveshana kare. Thus some sat on the platform, some at the base of the platform, and some on the bank of the Ganges, and they were all supplied with 2 pots each by the 20 men who distributed the food. Verse 71, Hena Kale Aila Tatha Raghava Pandita Hasite Lagila Dekhi Hena Vismita. At that time, Raghav Pandit arrived there. Seeing the situation, he began to laugh in a great surprise. Verse 72, Ni Sakadi Nana Mata Prasad Anila Prabhure Age Diya Bhakta Gane Banti Dila. He brought many kinds of food cooked in the ghee and offered to the Lord. This prasadam he first placed before Lord Nityananda and then distributed among the devotees. Verse 73, Prabhure kahe tuma lagi bhog lagaila tumi iha utsav kar ghare prasad rahila. Raghav Pandit said to Lord Nityananda, for you, sir, I have already offered food to the deity and you are engaged in festival here, so the food is lying there untouched. Verse 74, Prabhu kahe e dravya dine kariye bhojana ratre tomar ghare prasad karimo bhakshan. Lord Nityananda said, let me eat all this food here during the day and I shall eat at your home at night. Verse 75, Gop Jati Ami Bahu Gop Gana Sange Ami Sukha Pai E Pulina Bhajan Sange. I belong to a community of cowherd boys and Therefore, I generally have many cowherds associated with me. I'm happy that when we eat together in a picnic like this by the sandy bank of the river. Verse 76 Raghave Vasana Dui Kundi Deo Yaila Raghav Dvividha Chida Tate Bijaila. Lord Nityananda made Raghav Pandit sit down and eat 2 pots delivered to him. Also, there were 2 kinds of chipped rice soaked in them. Verse 77 Sakal Lokera Chida Purna Yabe Haila Dhyane Tabe Prabhu Mahaprabhure Anila. When chipped rice had been served to everyone, Lord Nityananda Prabhu in meditation brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 78 Mahaprabhu Aila Dekhi Intai Utila Tanre Lena Sabar Chida Dekhite Lagila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived, Lord Nityananda Prabhu stood up. They then saw how the others were enjoying the chipped rice with yogurt and condensed milk. Verse 79 Sakala Kundir Holnar Chidar Ek Grasa Mahaprabhur Mukhe Dena Kari Parihasa. From each of and every pot, Lord Nityananda took one morsel of chipped rice and pushed it into the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a joke. Verse 80 Hasi Mahaprabhu Ar Ek Gras Lena Tandra Mukhe Diya Khao Yaya Hasiya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also smiling, took a morsel of food, pushed it into the mouth of Nityananda and laughed as he made Lord Nityananda eat it. Verse 81 E Mata Nitai Bule Sakala Mandale Dandana Rang Dekhe Vaishnava Sakale. In this way, Lord Nityananda was walking through the groups of eaters, and all the Vaishnavas standing there were seeing the fun. Verse 82 Ki kariya bedaye iha keh nahi jane Mahaprabhur darshana paye kaun bhagyavane. No one could understand what Nityananda Prabhu was doing as he walked about. Some, however, who were very fortunate could see that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are not right. Where were we? Ki kariya bedaye iha keha nahi jane Mahaprabhura darshan paye kaun bhagyavane. No one could understand that Nityananda Prabhu was doing what Nityananda Prabhu was doing as he walked down. Some, however, who were fortunate could see that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also present. Verse 83 Tabe hasi Nityananda vasila asane chari kundi aroya chida rakhila dahine. Then Lord Nityananda smiled and sat down on his right. He kept 4 pots of chipped rice that had not been made from boiled paddy. Verse 84 Asandiya Mahaprabhure Tahan Vasaila Dui Bhai Tabe Chida Khaite Lagila. Lord Nityananda offered Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a place and had him sit down. Then together the 2 brothers began eating chipped rice. Verse 85 Dekhi Nityananda Prabhu Anandit Haila Keta Keta Bhave Avesh Prakash Karila. Seeing Lord Nityananda Prabhu eating with him, Lord Nityananda Prabhu became Chaitanya Prabhu eating with him, Lord Nityananda Prabhu became very happy and exhibited varieties of ecstatic love. Verse 86. Agya dila hari bali kang karaha bhojana hari hari dhvani hari hari dhvani utti bharila bhuvana. Lord Nityananda Prabhu ordered all of you eat chanting the holy name of Hari. Immediately the holy names of Hari Hari resounded, filling the entire universe. Verse 87. Hari Hari Bali Vaishnav Kare Bhojana Pulin Bhojan Sabar Haila Smarana. When all the Vaishnavas were chanting the holy name Hari Hari and eating, they remembered how Krishna and Balram ate with their companions, the cowherd boys, on the beach of the Yamuna. Verse 88. Nityananda Mahaprabhu Kripalu Udar Raghunather Bhagye Eta Kaila Angikar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu are extremely artificial and liberal. It was Raghunath Das's good fortune that they accepted all these dealings. Verse 89. Nityananda Prabhu Prabhava Kripa Janipe Kon Jana Nityananda Prabhu Kripa Janipe Kon Jana Mahaprabhu Jai Ani Karayo Pulina Bhojana. Who can understand the influences and mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu? He is so powerful that he induces Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come eat chipped rice on the bank of the Ganges. Verse 90. Shri Ramadasadi Gop Premavishta Haila Ganga Tire Yamuna Pulina Jnana Kaila. All the confidential devotees who were present, who were cowherd boys headed by Shri Ramadas, were absorbed in ecstatic love. They thought the bank of the Ganges to be the bank of Yamuna. Verse 91. Mahutsav Shuni Pasari Nana Grama Haite Chida Dadhi Sandesh Kala Anil Vechite. When the shopkeepers of many of the villages heard about the festival, they arrived to sell chipped rice, yogurt, sweetmeats, and bananas. Verse 92. Yata Dravya Lena Ai Se Sab Mulya Kari Laya Tar Dravya Mulya Diya Tahare Khao Yae. As they came bringing all kinds of food, Raghunath Das purchased it all. He gave them the price for their goods and later fed them the very same food. Verse 93. Kautuk dekhite aila yata yata jana se chida dadhi kala karila bhakshana. Anyone who came to see how these funny things were going on was also fed chipped rice, yogurt, and bananas. Verse 94. Bhojana Kari Nityananda Achamana Kaila Chari Kundir Avashesh Raghunathe Dila. After Lord Nityananda Prabhu finished eating, he washed his hands and mouth and gave Raghunath Das the food remaining in the 4 pots. Verse 95. Aratina Kundikai Avashesh Chila Grase Grase Kari Viprasab Bhakte Dila. There was food remaining in the 3 other big pots of Lord Nityananda, and a Brahman distributed it to all the devotees, giving a morsel to each. Verse 96. Pushpamala Vipra Ani Prabhu Gale Dila Chandana aniya prabhura sarvange lepila. Then a Brahman brought a flower garland, placed the garland on Nityananda Prabhu's neck, and smeared sandalwood pulp all over his body. Verse 97. Sevak tambul lena kare samarpana, hasiya hasiya Prabhu karaye charvana. When a servant brought betel nuts and offered them to Lord Nityananda, the Lord smiled and chewed them. Verse 98. माला चंदन तांबूल शेष ये आचिला श्री हस्ते प्रभु ताहा sabakare banti dila. With his own hands, Lord Nityananda Prabhu distributed to all the devotees whatever flower garlands, sandalwood pulp, and betel nuts remained. Verse 99. Anandita Raghunath Prabhura Shesh Pana Apnar Gana Sah Khailo Bantiya. After receiving the remnants of food left by Lord Nityananda, Raghunath Das, who was greatly happy, ate some and distributed the rest among his own associates. Verse 100. Eta Kahilun Nityanandera Vihar Chida Dadi Mahotsav Name Khyati Yar. Thus I have described the pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu in relation to the celebrated festival of chipped rice and yogurt. Verse 101. Prabhu Vishram Kaila Yadi Dena Shesh Haila Raghav Mandire Tabe Kirtan Arambhila. Nityananda Prabhu rested for the day, and when the day ended, he went to the temple of Raghav Pandit and began congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Verse 102. Bhakta Sabha Nachana Nityananda Rai Shesh Nritya Kare Preme Jagat Bhasai. Lord Nityananda Prabhu first influenced all the devotees to dance, and finally he himself began dancing, thus inundating the entire world in ecstatic love. Verse 103. Mahaprabhu Tandra Nritya Karena Darshana Sabe Nityananda Dekhe Na Dekhe Anya Jana. Lord Sri Nityananda Mahaprabhu was observing the dancing of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was observing the dancing of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu could see this, but the others could not. Verse 104. Nityanandera Nritya Yena Tanhar Nartane Upama Dibar Nahi Etina Bhuvane. The dancing of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, like the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, cannot be compared to anything within these three worlds. Verse 105. Nityera Madhuri Kiba Varni Bare Pare Mahaprabhu Aise Ye Nritya Dekhi Bare. No one can properly describe the sweetness of Lord Nityananda's dancing. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally comes to see it. Verse 106. Nritya Kari Prabhu Yabe Vishram Karila Bhojanayera Lagi Pandit Nivedena Kaila. After the dancing and after Lord Nityananda had rested, Raghav Pandit submitted his request that the Lord could take supper. Verse 107. Bhojane Vasila Prabhu Nij Gana Lena Mahaprabhura Asana Dahine Patiya. Lord Nityananda Prabhu sat down for supper with his personal associates and made a sitting place on his right side for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 108. Mahaprabhu Asi Se Asane Vasila Dekhi Raghavera Mane Anand Badila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there and sat down at his place. Seeing this, Raghav Pandit felt increasing happiness. Verse 109. Dui bhai aage prasad aniya dharila sakal Vaishnave piche pariveshana kaila. Raghav Pandit brought the prasadam before the two brothers and after distributed prasadam to all other Vaishnavas. Verse 110. Nana prakar divya shalyan amrit nindai aiche vivid vyanjan. There were varieties of cakes, sweet rice, and fine cooked rice that surpassed the taste of nectar. There were also varieties of vegetables. Verse 111. Raghav Thakurera Prasad Amritera Sar Mahaprabhu Yah Khaite Aise Bar Bar. The food prepared and offered to the deity by Raghav Pandit was like the essence of nectar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there again and again to eat such prasadam. Verse 112. Pak Kari Raghav Yabe Bhog Lagaya Mahaprabhura Lagi Bhog Prathak Badaya. When Raghav Pandit offered the food to the deity after cooking, he would make a separate offering for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 113. Pratidin Mahaprabhu Karena Bhojan Madhye Madhye Prabhu Tanre Den Darshan. Every day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would eat at the house of Raghav Pandit. Sometimes he would give Raghav Pandit the opportunity to see him. Verse 114. Dui Bhaire Raghav Ani Pariveshe Yatna Kari Khao Yaye Na Rahe Avashesh. Raghav Pandit would bring and distribute the prasadam to the two brothers, feeding them with great attention. They ate everything and therefore there were no remnants left. Verse 115. Keta upahar ane hena nahi jani Raghaver ghare randhe Radha Thakurani. He brought so many presentations that no one could know them perfectly. Indeed, it was fact that the Supreme Mother Radharani personally cooked in the house of Raghav Pandit. Verse 116. Durvasar Thani Tenho Panachena Vara Amrit Haite Pak Tandra Adhik Madhur. Srimati Radharani received from Durvasa Muni the benediction that whatever she cooked would be sweeter than nectar. That is the special feature of her cooking. Verse 117. Sugandhi Sundar Prasad Madhuryera Sar Dui Bhai Taha Khana Santosh Apar. Aromatic and pleasing to see, the food was the essence of all sweetness. Thus the two brothers, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, ate it with great satisfaction. Verse 118. Bhojane Vasite Raghunathe Kahe Sarvajana Pandita Kahe Ina Pache Karibe Bhojana. All the devotees present requested Raghunath Das to sit down and take prasadam, but Raghav Pandit told them he will take prasadam later. Verse 119. Bhaktagana Akantha Bhariya Karela Bhojana Hari Dhvani Kari Uthi Kaila Achamana. All the devotees took prasadam, filling themselves to the brim. Thereafter, chanting the holy name of Hari, they stood up and washed their hands and mouths. Verse 120. Bhojana Kari Dui Bhai Kaila Achamana Raghav Ani Paraila Malya Chandan. After eating, the two brothers washed their hands and mouths. Then Raghav Pandit brought flower garlands and sandalwood pulp and decorated them. Verse 121. Bida Khao Yaila Kaila Charan Vandan Bhakta Gane Dila Birbida Malya Chandan. Raghav Pandit offered them betel nuts and worshipped their lotus feet. He also distributed betel nuts, flower garlands, and sandalwood pulps to the devotees. Verse 122. Raghavera Kripa Raghunathera Upare Dui Bhayera Avashishta Patra Dila Tanre. Raghav Pandit, being very merciful toward Raghunath Das, offered him the dishes with the remnants of food left by the two brothers. Verse 123. Kahila Chaitanya Gosani Kariya Chena Bhojana Tandra Shesh Paile Tomar Khandila Bandhana. He said, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has eaten this food. If you take his remnants, you will be released from the bondage of your family. Verse 124. Bhakta Chitte Bhakta Grihe Sada Avasthan Kabhu Gupta Kabhu Vyakta Swatantra Bhagwan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead always resides either in the heart or in the home of a devotee. This fact is sometimes hidden and sometimes manifest, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always fully independent. Verse 125. Sarvatra Vyapak Prabhura Sada Sarvatra Vas Ihate Samshay Yar Say Yaya Nash. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is all pervasive and therefore he resides everywhere. Anyone who doubts this will be annihilated. Verse 126. Prate Nityananda Prabhu Ganga स्नान करिया सई वृक्ष मूले वसिला निज गण लेना. In the morning, after taking his bath in the Ganges, Nityananda Prabhu sat down with his associates beneath the same tree under which he had previously sat. Verse 127. Raghunath Asi Kaila Charanvandan Raghav Pandita Dwara Kaila Nivedana. Raghunath Das went there and worshipped Lord Nityananda's lotus feet. To Raghav Pandit he submitted his desire. Verse 128. Adham Pamar Muheen Jivadham More Ichha Haya Pana Chaitanya Charan. I am the lowest of men, the most sinful, fallen and condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 129. Vamana Hena Yen Chand Dhari Bare Chai Anek Yatna Kaino Tate Kabhu Siddha Nai. Like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon, I have tried my best many times, but I have never been successful. Verse 130. Yat bar palaye ami grihadi chadiya pita mata dui more rakhe bandhiya. Every time I tried to go away and give up my home relationships, my father and mother unfortunately kept me bound. Verse 131. Tomar kripa vina keha chaitanya na paye, tumi kripa kaile tanre adhameha paye. No one can attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without your mercy, but if you are merciful, even the lowest of men can attain shelter at his lotus feet. Verse 132. Ayogya mui nivedan karite kari bhaye more Chaitanya deh gosani he na sadaye. Although I am unfit and greatly afraid to submit this plea, I nevertheless request you, sir, to be especially merciful toward me by granting me shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 133. Mora mathe pada padadhari karaha prasad nirvigne Chaitanya pana kare ashirvad. Placing your feet on my head, give me the benediction that I may achieve the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without difficulty. I pray for this benediction. Verse 134. Shuni hasi kahe Prabhu sab bhakt gane ihar vishay sukha indra sukha sama. After hearing this appeal by Raghunath Das, Lord Nityananda Prabhu smiled and told all the devotees Raghunath Das's standard of material happiness is equal to that of Indra, the king of heaven. Verse 135. Chaitanya kripate seh nahi bhai mane sabe ashirvad kar pauka Chaitanya charane. Because of the mercy bestowed upon him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Das, although situated in such material happiness, does not like it at all. Therefore, let every one of you be merciful toward him and give him the benediction that he may very soon attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 136. Krishna Pada Padma Gandha Ye Janapai Brahma Loka Adi Sukha Tanre Nahi Bhai. One who experiences the fragrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna does not value even the standard of happiness available in Brahmalok, the topmost planet, and what to speak of heavenly happiness. Verse 137. Yo Tustya Jan Dar Sutan Surid Rajyam Ridhi Sprishah Jahau Yuvaiva Mala Vad Uttam Shlok Lalasaha. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is offered sublime poetic prayers by those trying to attain his favor. Thus he is known as Uttam Shlok. Being very eager to gain the association of Lord Krishna, King Bharat, although in the prime of youth, gave up his very attractive wife, affectionate children, most beloved friends, and opulent kingdom, just as one gives up stool after excreting it. Purport. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam 5.14.43. Verse 138. Tabe Raghunathe Prabhu Nikate Bolaila Tandra Mathe Padadhari Kahite Lagila. Then Lord Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunath Das near him, placed his lotus feet upon Raghunath Das's head, and began to speak. Verse 139. Tumi ye karaila e pulina bhojana Tomai kripa kari gaura kaila agamana Mighty Raghunath Das, he said, since you arranged the feast on the bank of the Ganges, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here just to show you his mercy. Verse 140. Kripa kari kaila chida dugdha bhojana nritya dekhi ratre kaila prasad bhakshana. By his causeless mercy, he ate the chipped rice and milk. Then, after seeing the dancing of the devotees at night, he took his supper. Verse 141. Tuma udharite gaur aila apne chutila tumar yat vignadi bandhane. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gaurahari came here personally to deliver you. Now rest assured that all the impediments meant for your bondage are gone. Verse 142. Swarupera sthane tuma karibe samarpane antaranga bhritya bali rakibe charane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will accept you and place you under the charge of his secretary Swarup Damodar. You will thus become one of the most confidential internal servants and will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 143. Nischinta hena yaha apan bhavana achire nirvigne pabe Chaitanya charan. Being assured of all this, return to your own home very soon without impediments. You will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 144. Sab bhakta dware tanre ashirvad karaila tan sabhar charan Raghunath vandilya. Lord Nityananda had Raghunath Das blessed by all the devotees, and Raghunath Das offered his respects to their lotus feet. Verse 145. Prabhu Agya Lena Vaishnaver Agya Laila Raghav Sahite Nibrite Yukti Karila. After taking leave of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and then all the Vaishnavas, Sri Raghunath Das consulted secretly with Raghav Pandit. Verse 146. Yukti Kari Shatamudra Sona Tola Sate Nibrite Dila Prabhura Bhandarira Hate. After consulting with Raghav Pandit, he secretly delivered 100 gold coins and about 7 tolas of gold into the hand of Nityananda Prabhu's treasurer. Verse 147. Tanre Nishedhila Prabhure ebe na kahiba nij ghare yabe tabe nivediba. Raghunath Das admonished the treasurer, do not speak about this to Lord Nityananda Prabhu now, and when he returns home, kindly inform him about this presentation. Verse 148. Tabe Raghav Pandit Tanre Ghare Lena Gela Thakur Darshan Karana Mala Chandan Dila. Thereupon Raghav Pandit took Raghunath Das to his home. After inducing him to see the deity, he gave Raghav Pandit a garland and sandalwood bulb. Verse 149. Anek prasad dila pathe khai bare tabe punah Raghunath kahe panditere. He gave Raghunath Das a large quantity of prasadam to eat on his way home. Then Raghunath Das again spoke of Raghav Pandit. Verse 150. Prabhura sange yat mahanta britya ashrita jana pujite chahiye ami sabar charan. I want to give money, he said, just to worship the lotus feet of all the great devotees, servants and sub-servants of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Verse 151. Bish panch dasha bar dasha panch haya mudra deha vichari yar yat yogya haya. As you think fit, give 20, 15, 12, 10 or 5 coins to each of them. Verse 152. Sab lekha kariya Raghav pash dila yanra name yat Raghav chitti lekhaila. Raghunath Das drew up an account of the amount to be given and submitted it to Raghav Pandit, who then made up list showing how much money was to be paid to each and every devotee. Verse 153. Ek shatamudra ar sona tola dvaya panditera age dila kariya vinaya. With great humility, Raghunath Das placed 100 gold coins and about 2 tolas of gold before Raghav Pandit and all the other devotees. Verse 154. Tandrapad Dhuli Lena Swagrihe Aila Nityanand Kripapana Kritartha Manila. After taking dust from the feet of Pandit Raghunath Das returned to his home feeling greatly obligated to Lord Nityananda Prabhu because of having received his merciful benediction. Verse 155 से हाइते अभयंतरे न करे न गमन बाहिरे दुर्ग मंडपे ये न करे न शयन. From that day on, he did not go into the interior section of the house. Instead, he would sleep on the Durga Mandap, the place where Mother Durga was worshipped. Verse 156 तान्हा जागी रहे सब रक्षक गण पलायते करेन नाना उपाय चिंतन. There, however, the watchman alertly kept guard. Raghunath Das was thinking of various means by which to escape their vigilance. Verse 157 हे न काले गौड़ दशेरा सब भक्त गण प्रभुरे देखिते नीला चले करिला गमन. At that time, all the devotees of Bengal were going to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 158 तन सातान सबार संगे रघुनाथ याइते न पारे प्रसिद्ध प्रकट संग तबहीन धरा पड़े. Raghunath Das could not accompany them, for they were so famous that he would have been caught immediately. Verse 159 ए मत चिंतिते दैव एक दिने बाहिरे देवी मंडपे करियाछे न शयने दंडचारी रात्रि यबे आचे अवशेष यदुनंदन आचार्य तबे करिला प्रवेश. Thus Raghunath Das thought deeply about how to escape, and one night while he was sleeping on the Durga Mandap, the priest Yadunandan Acharya entered the house when only 4 dandas remained until the end of the night. Verse 161 Vasudev Dattera Tenha Haya Anugrihita Raghunathera Guru Tenho Haya Purohita. Yadunandan Acharya was the priest and spiritual master of Raghunath Das. Although born as Brahman in a Brahman family, he had accepted the mercy of Vasudev Datta. Verse 162 Advaita Acharya Tenha Shishya Antaranga Acharya Agyate Mane Chaitanya Prandhana. Yadunandan Acharya had been officially initiated by that Advaita Acharya. Thus he considered Lord Chaitanya his life and sole purport. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that although the atheists who have deviated from the Lord order of Sri Advaita Acharya introduce themselves as followers of Advaita Acharya, they do not accept Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Yadunandan Acharya, one of the most confidential followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was the initiated disciple of Advaita Acharya. He was not polluted by sentimental distinctions, classifying Vaishnavas according to birth. Therefore, although Vasudev Datta had not been born in Brahman family, Yadunandan Acharya also accepted him as his spiritual master. Verse 163 Angane Asiya Tinho Yabe Dandaila Raghunath Asi Tabe Dandavat Kaila. When Yadunandan Acharya entered the house of Raghunath Das and stood in the courtyard, Raghunath Das went there and fell down to offer his obeisances. Verse 164 Tandra Ek Shishya Tandra Thakurera Seva Karet Seva Chadiyache Tare Sadhi Bar Tare. One of the Yadunandan Acharya's disciples had been worshipping the deity but had left that service. Yadunandan Acharya wanted Raghunath Das to induce the disciple to take up that service again. Verse 165 Raghunath Kahe Tare Karah Sadhana Seva Ye na Kare Ar Nahika Brahmana. Yadunandan Acharya requested Raghunath Das, please induce the Brahman to resume the service, for there is no other Brahmanas to do it. Verse 166 Eta Kahi Raghunathe Lena Chalila Rakshak Sabe Shesh Ratre Nidraya Padila. After saying this, Yadunandan Acharya took Raghunath Das with him and went out. By that time, all the watchmen were deeply asleep because it was the end of the night. Verse 167. Acharyer घर इहार पूर्व दिशाते कहते सुनिते दुन्हे चले से पथे. East of the house of Raghunath Das was the house of Yadunandana Acharya. Yadunandana Acharya and Raghunath Das talked together as they went toward the house. Verse 168. Ardh pathe Raghunath kahe gurur charane ami se vipre sadhi pathaimu tuma sthane. Halfway along the path, Raghunath Das submitted at the lotus feet of his spiritual master. I shall go to the home of the Brahman, induce him to return and send him to your home. Verse 169. Tumi sukhe ghare yah moor agya haya. Ei chale agya magi karila nischaya. You may go home without anxiety, following your order. I shall persuade the Brahman. On this plea, after asking permission, Raghunath Das decided to go away. Verse 170. Sevak rakshak aar keha nahi sange. Palaite amar bhal eita prasange. Raghunath Das thought, this is the greatest opportunity to go away because this time there are no servants or watchmen with me. Verse 171. Eta chinti purva mukhe karila gamana ulatiya chahe pache nahi kon jana. Thinking in this way, he quickly proceeded toward the east. Sometimes he turned around and looked back, but no one was following him. Verse 172. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Charan Chintiya Patha Chadi Uppapathe Yayena Dhana. Thinking of the lotus feet of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he left the general path and proceeded with great haste on the one not generally used. Verse 173. Grame Grame Patha Chadi Yaye Vane Vane Kaya Mano Vakye Chinte Chaitanya Charane. Giving up the general path from village to village, he passed through the jungles, thinking with heart and soul about the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 174. Panch Dasha Krosha Pathak Chali Gela Ek Dine Sandhya Kale Rahila Ek Gopera Bathane. He walked about 30 miles in one day, and in the evening he took the rest in the cowshed of a milkman. Verse 175. Upavasi Dekhi Gopa Dugdha Ani Dila Say Dugdha Pana Kari Padiya Rahila. When the milkman saw that Raghunath Das was fasting, he gave him some milk. Raghunath Das drank the milk and lay down to rest there for the night. Verse 176. Etha Tandra Sevak Rakshak Tandre Na Dekhiya Tandra Guru Pashe Varta Puchi Lena Giya. At the house of Raghunath Das, the servant and watchman, not seeing him there, immediately went to inquire about him from his spiritual master Yadunandana Acharya. Verse 177. Tenha kahe agya magi gela nich ghar palaila Raghunath utila kolahal. Yadunandana Acharya said, he has already asked my permission and returned home. Thus there arose a tumultuous sound as everyone cried, now Raghunath Das has gone away. Verse 178. Tandra Pita kahe Gaudera sab bhakta gana Prabhu sthane nilachale karila gama. Raghunath Das' father said, now all the devotees from Bengal have gone to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 179 says, Sange Raghunath Gela Palana Dasha Jana Yaha Tare Anaha Dhariya. Raghunath Das has fled with them. 10 men should immediately go catch him and bring him back. Verse 180. Shivanande Patri Dila Vinaya Kariya Amar Putrere Tumi Diba Bahuriya. Raghunath Das's father wrote a letter to Shivananda Sen asking him with great humility, please return my son. Verse 181. Jhankara Paryanta Gila Se Dasha Jane Jhankarate Paila Giya Vaishnaver Gane. In Jhankara, the 10 men caught up with the group of Vaishnavas going to Nilachal. Verse 182. Patri Diya Shivanande Varta Puchila Shivananda Kahe Tenha Ethana Aila. After delivering the letter, the men inquired from Shivananda Sen about Raghunath Das, but Shivananda Sen replied, he did not come here. Verse 183, Bahudiya se dasha jana aila ghara, Tanra mata pita aila chintita antara. The 10 men returned home, and Raghunath Das's father and mother were filled with anxiety. Verse 184, Eta Raghunath das prabhate uthiya purva mukha chadi chale dakshin mukha hena. Raghunath Das, who had been resting at the milkman's house, got up early in the morning. Instead of going to the east, he turned his face south and proceeded. Verse 185. Chatra bhoga par hena chadiya sarana Skugram diya karila prayan. He crossed Chatra Bhogat, but instead of going on the general path, he proceeded on the path that went from village to village. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Chatra Bhog, known as Chada Khadi, is in the district of 24 Parganas in West Bengal. It is situated near the celebrated village Jayanagar Majilpura. Formerly the Ganges or some of the branches flowed through this region. Sometimes Chatra Bhoga is misunderstood to have been a village on the river of Kansai Nadi in Benapole. Verse 186, Bhakshana Peksha Nahi Samast Divas Gaman Kshudha Nahi Badhe Chaitanya Charan Praptye Mana. Not caring about eating, he travelled all day. Hunger was not an impediment, for his mind was concentrated upon obtaining shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 187, Kabhu Charvan Kabhu Randhan Kabhu Dugdhapan Yabe Ye Mile Tahe Rakhe Nij Pran. Sometimes he chewed fried grains, sometimes he cooked, and sometimes he drank milk. In this way, he kept his life and soul together with whatever was available wherever he went. Verse 188, Bar Dine Chali Gela Shri Purushottam Pathe Deen Dina Matra Karila Bhojana. He reached Jagannath Puri in 12 days but could eat only for 3 days on the way. Verse 189, Swarupadi Saha Gosani Achena Vasiya Hena Kale Raghunath Milila Asiya. When Raghunath Das met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord was sitting with his companions headed by Swarup Damodar. Verse 190, Anganete Dure Rahi Karena Pranipat Mukund Datta Kahe Ei Aila Raghunath. Staying at a distant place in the courtyard, he fell down to offer obeisances. Then Mukund Datta said, Here is Raghunath. Verse 191, Prabhu kahena ais tenho dharila charan uthi Prabhu kripaye tanre kaila alingan. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these words, he immediately welcomed Raghunath Das. Come here, he said. Raghunath Das then clasped the lotus feet of the Lord, but the Lord stood up and embraced him out of his own causeless mercy. Verse 192, Swarupadi sab bhaktera charan vandila Prabhu kripa dekhi sabe alingana kaila. Raghunath Das offered prayers at the lotus feet of all the devotees headed by Swarup Damodar Goswami. Seeing the special mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had bestowed upon Raghunath Das, they embraced him also. Verse 193, Prabhu kahe Krishna kripa balishtha sabha haite tumhare kadila vishaya vishtha garte haite. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, The mercy of Lord Krishna is stronger than anything else. Therefore, the Lord has delivered you from the ditch of materialistic life, which is like a hole into which people pass through. But according to the law of karma, everyone is destined to suffer or enjoy according to certain material standard. But the mercy of Lord Krishna is so powerful that the Lord can change all the reactions of one's past karma or fruitive activities. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically drew attention to the mercy of Lord Krishna. That mercy is more powerful than anything else, for it had saved Raghunath Das from the strong bondage of materialistic life, which the Lord compared to the hole where people pass through. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his verdict that those addicted to the materialistic way of life are like worms that are living in stool but cannot give it up. A Grihavrata, one who has decided to live in comfortable home, although it is actually miserable, is in a condemned position. Only the mercy of Krishna can save one from such misery. Without Krishna's mercy, one cannot get out of the filthy entanglement of materialistic life. The poor living entity cannot give up his materialistic position on his own. Only when granted the special mercy of Krishna can he give it up. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew very well that Raghunath Das was already liberated. Nevertheless, he emphasized that Raghunath Das's life of material comfort As a very rich man's son with a very beautiful life and many servants to attend him was like a ditch of stool, the Lord thus specifically indicated that ordinary men who are very happy with the material comforts and family life are in no better position than worms in stool. Verse 194 Raghunath Mane Kahe Krishna Nahi Jani Tava Kripa Kadila Ama E Ami Mani. Raghunath Das answered within his mind, I do not know who Krishna is. I simply know that your mercy, O my Lord, has saved me from my family life. Verse 195 Prabhu Kahina Tomar Pita Jetha Tuijane Chakravarti Sambandhe Ham Aja Kari Mane. The Lord continued, your father and his elder brother are both related as brothers to my grandfather Nilambar Chakravarti. Therefore I considered them my grandfathers. Purport Nilambar Chakravarti, the grandfather of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was very intimately related to Raghunath Das's father and uncle. Nilambar Chakravarti used to call them his younger brothers because of them were very much devoted to the Brahmanas and very respectable gentlemen. Similarly, they used to call them Dada Chakravarti, addressing him as an elder brother Brahman. Raghunath Das, however, was almost the same age as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Generally, a grandchild may joke about his grandfather. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took advantage of the relationship between his grandfather and Raghunath Das's father and uncle to speak in a joking way. Verse 196 Chakravartira Tuhe Haya Bhratir Rupa Das Ataiva Tare Ami Kare Parihas. Since your father and his elder brother are younger brothers of Nilambar Chakravarti, I may joke about them in this way. Verse 197 Tomar Bap Jetha Vishaya Vishtha Kartera Kida Sukha Kari Mane Vishaya Vishera Mahapida. My dear Raghunath, your father and his elder brother are just like worms in stool in the ditch of material enjoyment, for the great disease of the poison of material enjoyment is what they consider happiness. Purport, when a man is attached to material enjoyment, he is attached to many miserable conditions, but nevertheless he accepts his condemned position as one of happiness, since enjoyment is so strong for such a person that he cannot give it up, exactly as a worm in stool cannot give up the stool. From the spiritual point of view, when a person is so too absorbed in material enjoyment, he is exactly like a worm in stool. Although such a position is utterly miserable to the eyes of liberated souls, the materialistic enjoyer is greatly attached to it. Verse 198 Yadyapi Brahmanaya Kare Brahmanera Sahai Shuddha Vaishnav Nahe Haya Vaishnavera Praya. Although your father and uncle are charitable to Brahmanas and greatly help them, they are nevertheless not pure Vaishnavas. However, they are almost like Vaishnavas. Purport as stated by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Amrit Prabha. Some people usually are very rich, dressed like Vaishnavas, and give charity to Brahmins. They are also attached to deity worship because of their attachment to material enjoyment. They cannot be pure Vaishnavas. Anya Bilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadya Navritam. The pure Vaishnava has no desire for material enjoyment. That is the basic qualification of pure Vaishnava. There are men, especially rich men, who regularly worship the deity, give charity to Brahmins, and are pious in every respect, but they cannot be pure Vaishnavas despite their outward show of Vaishnavism and charity. Their inner desire is to enjoy a higher standard of material life. Raghunath Das's father Govardhan and uncle Hiranya Das were both charitable to Brahmins. Indeed, the Brahmins from the Gaudiya district were practically dependent on them. Thus, they were accepted as very pious gentlemen. However, they presented themselves as Vaishnavas to the eyes of people in general, although from purely spiritual point of view, they were ordinary human beings, not pure Vaishnavas. Actual Vaishnavas considered themselves almost Vaishnavas, not pure Vaishnavas. In other words, they were Kanishta Brahm Adhikaris, for they were ignorant of higher Vaishnav regulative principles. Nevertheless, they could not be called Vishayis or blind materialistic enjoyers. Verse 199 Tathapi Vishvera Swabhava Kare Maha Andha Se Karma Karaye Yate Yaya Bhava Bandha. Those who are attached to materialistic life and are blind to spiritual life must act in such a way that they are bound to repeated birth and death by the actions and reactions of their activities. Purport as clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita 3.9 Yagnarthat Karmano Anyatra Loko Ayam Karma Bandhana. If one does not act as pure devotee, whatever act he performs will produce reactions of fruitive bondage, karma bandhana. Similarly, in Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.4, it is said, Nunam pramattah kurute vikarma yad indriya प्रीतया आपृणोति न साधु मन्ये यत आत्मनो यम asana api kleshad as deha. A materialistic person madly engaged in activities for sense enjoyment does not know that he is entangling himself in repeated birth and death, and that his body, although temporary, is full of miseries. A Vishayi, a person blindly caught in a web of materialistic life, remains in the cycle of birth and death perpetually. Such a person cannot understand how to execute pure devotional service, and therefore he acts as karmi, jnani, yogi, or something else according to his desire, but he does not know that the activities of karma, jnana, and yoga simply bind one to the cycle of birth and death. Verse 200. Hena Vishaya Haite Krishna Udharila Tuma Kehna Na Yae Krishna Kripar Mahima. By his own free will, Lord Krishna has delivered you from such a condemned materialistic life. Therefore, the glories of Lord Krishna's causeless mercy cannot be expressed. Purport: the Brahma Samhita 5.54, it is said, Karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Lord Krishna is so merciful that he can stop the reactions of karma for his devotee. Everyone from the small insect called Indra Gopa up to Indra, the king of heaven, is bound by reactions of fruitive activities. Yastva Indra Gopam atha Vendram aho swakarma bandhana rupa phala bhajanam atnoti कर्माणि निर्दहति किंतु च भक्ति भाजम गोविंदम आदि पुरुषम तमहम भजामि. Everyone, whether an insect or the king of heaven, is entangled and bound by the actions and reactions of his karma. Therefore, however, when one becomes a pure devotee, free from material desires and from bondage to karma, jnana, and yoga, one is freed from material actions and reactions by the causeless mercy of Krishna. One cannot express sufficient gratitude to Krishna for being freed from the materialistic way of life. Verse 201. Raghunathera Kshinata Malinya Dekhiya Surupera Kahena Prabhu Kripadre Chittahena. Seeing Raghunath Das skinny and dirty because of having traveled for 12 days and fasted, Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his heart melting due to cause less mercy, spoke to Swarup Damodar. हे रघुनाथे आमी सनिपिनो तुम्हारे सन पिनु तुम्हारे पुत्र भृत्या रूपे तुम्हें कर अंगीकार. Hey, my dear Swarup, he said, I entrust this Raghunath Das to you. Please accept him as your son or servant. Verse 203. Teen Raghunath Naam Hair Amar Gane Swaruper Raghu Aji Haite Ihar Name. There are now 3 Raghunaths among my associates. From this day forward, this Raghunath should be known as the Raghu of Swarup Damodar Das. Purport: Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 3 Raghus among his associates: Vaidya Raghu, Bhatt Raghunath, and Das Raghunath. Das Raghunath became celebrated as the Raghunath of Swarup. Verse 204. Eta kahi Raghunathera hasta dharila Swarupera haste tanre samarpan kaila. Saying this, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu grasped the hand of Raghunath Das and entrusted him to the hands of Swarup Damodar Goswami. 25. Swarup kahe Mahaprabhura ye agya haila eta kahi Raghunathe puna alingila. Swarup Damodar Goswami accepted Raghunath Das, saying, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever your order is accepted. He then embraced Raghunath Das again. Verse 206. Chaitanyera Bhakta Vatsalya Kahite Napari Govindere Kahi Raghunathe Dayakari. I cannot properly express the affection of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for his devotees. Being merciful toward Raghunath Das, the Lord spoke as follows to Govinda. Verse 207. Pathe inha kariyache bahut langhana Keta din kar ihar bhal santarpana. On the way, Raghunath Das has fasted and undergone hardship for many days. Therefore, take good care of him for some days so that he may eat to his satisfaction. Verse 208. Raghunath the kahe yana kar sindhu snan Jagannath dekhi asi karah bhojan. Then Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Das, go bathe in the sea, then See Lord Jagannath in the temple and return here to take your meal. Verse 9. Itabali Prabhu Madhyan Karite Utila Raghunath Das Sabe Bhaktere Milila. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and went to perform his midday duties, and Raghunath met all the devotees present. Verse 110. Raghunathe Prabhura Kripa Dekhi Bhakta Gana Vismit Hena Kare Tandra Bhagya Prashamsana. After having seen the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon Raghunath Das, all the devotees, struck with wonder, praised his good fortune. Verse 211. Raghunath Samudre Yana Snana Karila Jagannath Dekhi Punha Govind Pash Aila. Raghunath Das took his bath in the sea and saw Lord Jagannath. Then he returned to Govinda, the personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 212. Prabhura Avashishta Patra Govind Tanre Dila Anandita Hena Raghunath Prasad Paila. Govinda offered him a plate with the remnants of food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Raghunath Das accepted the prasadam with great happiness. Verse 213. E Mata Kahe Rahe Tenha Swarup Charane Govind Prasada Tanre Dila Panch Dine. Raghunath Das stayed under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami, and Govinda supplied him remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's food for 5 days. Verse 214. Aradin Haite Pushpa Anjali Dekhiya Simha Dware Khada Rahe Bhikshar Lagiya. Beginning from the 6th day, Raghunath Das would stand at the gate known as Simhadwar to beg alms after the Pushpanjali ceremony, in which flowers were offered to the Lord. Verse 15. Jagannathera Sevak Yata Vishaira Gana Seva Sari Ratre Kare Grihete Gamana. After finishing their prescribed duties, the many servants of Lord Jagannath, who are known as Vishais, return home at night. Verse 216. Sumadware Anarthi Vaishnave Dekhiya Pasarir Thani Anna Dena Kripa Ta Kariya. If they see a Vaishnav standing at the Simadwar begging alms, out of mercy they arrange with the shopkeepers to give him something to eat. Verse 217. E Mata Sarvakala Ache Vyavahar Nishkinchana Bhakta Khada Hai Simadwar. Thus, if it is a custom for all time that a devotee who has no other means of supports stands at the Simadwar gate to receive the alms from the servants. Verse 218. Sarvadina Karena Vaishnava Nam Sankirtan Swachande Karena Jagannath Darshana. A completely dependent Vaishnav thus chants the holy name of the Lord all day and night and see Lord Jagannath with full freedom. Verse 219. Keha Chatre Mage Khai Yeba Kichu Pai Keha Ratre Bhiksha Lagi Simhadware Rai. It is a custom for some Vaishnavas to beg from the charity booths and eat whatever they obtain, whereas others stand at the night at Simadwar gate begging alms from the servants. So we will continue reading from verse 220 onwards next time of chapter 6 of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Sandalila. Thank you for joining. Harim Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.